Jerome, what did Doug show you leading up to this game that made you start him and play him as long as you did?
All right, so I guess I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? I had no intentions of starting Doug, and we had there are these verses, that I've been that I used to help the guys prepare for Shark Week, and it's in Romans chapter 5, and it says that we struggle together, and we rejoice in the struggle together, and that struggle produces perseverance. And perseverance, which is continuing to move forward, builds character, and then character develops hope, and hope never disappoints. And so that was the verse that I gave him before Shark Week. Like, hey, we're going to go through this tough thing together, and it's going to be really, really hard, but if we keep moving forward, right, we're going to develop a character that's going to allow us, no matter what the score is in the game or what's going on, we always have hope. That was my lesson. And so I broke the verses back out, and I had them saved in my phone. And I'm a King James version guy, and then sometimes I read the NLT, and sometimes, every now and then, NIV. But for some reason, I had this different version of the verses in my phone, and I told Carp make a slide for me because I was going to bring it back to him. Like, hey, we've struggled, but we stay together, and we'll give. But in that different version, the first 3 verses of the chapter, there's a phrase in there in this version of the Bible. It says, undeserved privilege, right? That God gave us an undeserved privilege. And for some reason, when I was talking to the guys about it, that phrase just stuck out. It was like it was highlighted. And, we did film, we went to walk through, and I didn't like Doug's body language in walkthrough, and it just like stuck out to me. And then we went upstairs for our staff meeting before practice while they were lifting, and somebody on staff said, Coach, because I was complaining about it, and somebody on staff said, hey, Coach, why don't we just start him? Because that's what he wants. And, and maybe we'll get more buy-in from him. And in my head, all I was thinking, I was so pissed that they even brought it up. Right? And then another one backdoored it, and I was so pissed that they brought it up. All I was thinking to myself is he doesn't deserve it. And then God just said to me, yeah, neither do you. You got an undeserved privilege. And then the verses after that, it says that even while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So while we were messed up, Jesus died for us. And I remember sitting there thinking to myself, man, he hasn't done this. He hasn't done in my brain, right? I'm fighting this. And God says, yeah, and I died for you while you were messed up. So he might be messed up, but are you willing to be like me and die so that he can have this undeserved privilege? And I just changed it in the practice plan, put him on the white team, and I didn't tell him that day, and the next day I brought him in, and I just explained to him. I said, hey, Doug, this is not me, right? This is God letting you know that he loves you, he cares about you, he's thinking about you. And I don't know how that's going to impact your faith walk moving forward, but I just want you to know that. I just don't let him down, because I have to be obedient to God. So this wasn't something he showed me. This isn't something like a great coaching move. This is, I tell y'all all the time, this thing is a ministry for me. And I know our fans and everybody wants us to win every game and all that kind of stuff. Man, I want to develop men who are going to be great husbands and great fathers. And life is not easy, and we go through tough times, and they have to develop this character that allows them to make it through. So on the days when they don't feel like getting up and going to work, or things go wrong, they do the next right thing. They don't stay in bed, or they don't run off, but they're there. And so these are all lessons that God is teaching them through me, but he's also teaching me, and because I have to be better and I have to grow. And so, long story, but Doug is a really good player, and he can continue to get better. And I'm very thankful that God slapped me in the face and challenged for me to set my ego aside.